Hello, monsters abound here. Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires Part 7 of my Beastmen campaign with Morghur the Shadowgave. So we're attacking Brion, whatever, doesn't matter. Anyway, so we don't have any siege towers, we're just going to kick the door open. But we are taking a lot of fire. Our Gore herd here is getting absolutely shot to pieces. But that does mean our Chaos Spawn is getting to the walls pretty much unscathed. So we're going to hit the gates. Then goes Mutalica. Good. I mean, 1% damage, not bad. The Herpies are already up on the wall. We need to disrupt these archers somehow. And the Herpies are doing just that. Because they go and tear through these poor peasant archers. Good stuff there. And that's given our Gore herd some time to reach the wall. Although, they're taking a lot of fire. Although we're returning a lot of fire as well. We've got some Ungauls climbing on the walls. Here comes Malagor. Malagor is fast approaching. Now, I'd forgotten that Steelfaith Overhaul makes gates a lot more tanky, which means my Chaos Spawn and Mutalica are only a quarter of the way through. However, the Herpies, I mean, look at this. They've killed one unit of peasants, and they're now going on to another. They've racked up 60 kills already. I mean, the Gore herd has only just got to the top of the wall, and most of them are filled with arrows. Still, they are going to get some work done now that they are up here. So go and cut some poor Bretonnian peasants down. There we go. Now the Herpies, again, just wrecking face, up to 100 kills. And they've cleared off the wall, which means this Gore herd has reached the wall and gone, there's no one up here. Well, never mind. So the gates have been opened. That means that we're not doing any damage to the gates for the moment. Annoyingly, never mind. Nice little Bray Scream there, knocks some peasants flying. Good stuff. It's a bit of a charnel house on the walls as the Herpies continue their rampage. And the Gore herd are now getting some work done. Finally. Some Ungauls have reached the wall over here. Even though they have little horns in the Gauls, they're still doing stuff. And they have shields, which means they're less full of arrows. So the Herpies currently up to 191 kills. Pretty bloody amazing, really. Chaos Spawn still trying to get through. It looks like there's a paladin currently fighting Mutalica. It looks like Mutalica is actually coming out of this worse. Maybe it's a bit even. I think it's even. But we do need to get the Chaos Spawn in here. Finally, the enemy gate has been destroyed, which does mean we can now force our way into the city. I said now we can guys, we can force our way into this. No, okay, well, they're working on it. It's you know, it's a big step. So we're not forced them. So the Gauls continuing their rampage, Herpies continuing their I mean, the Herpies have just been 220. Generally, I think Harpies are shit. But against, well, I mean, they are against peasant bowmen, so still, newfound respect for the flying ladies. So Mutalica is, I think, he's getting the upper hand. And some Gauls are now off the wall into the city. We've managed to cut down all the peasants in our way. However, there are more peasants as some units fleeing from the wall have now managed to rally and coming back to the fight. However, our Chaos Spawn should be able to deal with that no problem. What I love about the Chaos Spawn is they kind of do a whirlwind attack. They're just the windmills of death. Just sort of fling their arms. There we go. Fling their and then just people explode. There are still more peasants fleeing off into the distance there. Yeah, are they broken? I think they're broken. I think they're trying to get out of the city by running at the Chaos Spawn, which is an interesting tactic. But then they are Bretonnian peasants, generally not known for their smarts. So as Bretonnian peasants explode, we have taken the city. Yeah, no kidding. I mean, again, you're trying to retreat into Chaos Spawn. I probably wouldn't do that. Well, amazingly, MVP there really has to go to the Herpies. Almost 300 kills. I don't generally think a lot of Herpies, but I guess against missile units they are really going to clean up. So, well done ladies, I guess. Chaos Spawn didn't do too badly either, so it's fairly good. And of course we've got some cash for doing that. That's going to help. We've got 10k at the moment, and we're soon to have a little bit more. There's 13, and Morghur is man's ruin. And we got a forbidden rod. This marble and golden lace artifact can summon the winds of magic, but at a cost to the user. So it's going to damage Morghur, but increase the power reserve and power recharge rate. So that's pretty nice. And we've got a Magister as well. That's going to help. In fact, can Morghur, if you do that, you can't. You don't really have anything. You don't really have the growth. Well, actually, one more growth in 2 turns, and you can get another building. At that point, maybe we can get like the scorched grass plains for more Centaurs. Centaurs would be nice, but I mean, we could go for the Razor Gore chariot, or just Razor Gore. Good charge bonus, piddly melee attack, and horrendous melee defense. Quite expensive as well. So they've got 64 charge bonus. They do have bleeding attacks. They are armor piercing. I mean, maybe armor piercing, because I mean, I don't think many of our units have armor piercing. I think Chaos Spawn, I know even Chaos Spawn don't have armor piercing. Right, we're really hurting for. Yeah, so maybe we get a Razor Gore sty, makeshift sty. Maybe we do that. But in the meantime, Morghur, you've got a skill point. We're going to pop that in. Well, do we go for just Slug skin? Let's. I'm going to upgrade Freakish Mutations. More. Is that? No, I don't think it increases the. Well, so Chaos Spawn, just in general, 65 melee attack, and that's not including the bonus they get for being near Mutalika. Mutalika actually did quite a lot of damage from that Bretonnian Paladin. Bit of a thing, but never mind. And hopefully the Fey Enchantress won't be able to catch up with us this turn. Here's hoping, because if she can, then we're in trouble. Hopefully we can go and maybe we can go and destroy Quinel. Because we're going down along the coast. We're going to be visiting Astilia, Tilia, and I'm going to be butchering every single pronunciation of every single town. So don't worry, I will be getting round to you at some point. Unfortunately, there's obviously no British towns, because, or British town equivalent, because Bretonnia is France, the Empire is Germany, Astilia is Spain, Tilia Italy. Britain in the Warhammer world is Albion, which is a fog-shrouded swamp land inhabited by barbarians and horrifying monsters, which is, to be fair, fairly accurate. So, got to give them that. We do have a Bray Herd, I know what they're called now, Bray Herd, and Lethal Etiquette. A new training regime for your heroes teaches them to veil their intent beneath a sheen of civility. Really? After all, a killer with manners of a rabbit is the most... have you met Mutalika? Okay, so apparently our hero action success chance has increased. Okay, fine. And we've got Galak, who has a shit ton of Chaos Spawn. Interesting. I mean, that could be fun, couldn't it? So maybe I want to go for that one. We're going to go for Whip. Gonna go for... Yeah, so we're going to send Morghur in this direction. Is there any garrison? Now, we are getting quite close to the Wood Elves at that point. That could be problematic. But I think it's going to be fine. So let's... Oh yeah, you are encamped, so we want to get you out of that camp. And we will send you just a little bit ahead. And our Bray Herd will come after us. They will join us, hopefully. Probably doing some raiding. We might even be able to take out Castle Carstein. It's a bit of an ask. Their garrison is pretty beefy. Okay, Morghur, you're going to get the Toxic Grounds. There are places in the Blood Grounds where suppurating wounds burst from the ground and poison fumes belch from crags. That sounds awful. Also, a health and safety nightmare. Although, do I want to... We need 8 growth for Bloodied Lair. And to be honest, I want to go for the Chaos Spawn. I mean, so we really need that next rank. So we're now 7, so 2 turns. I think I'm going to hold off. Because to be honest, I mean, don't get me wrong, the Herpies did brilliantly in the last battle. I will hold my hands up and say, you know what? I was wrong. A little bit wrong. Anyway, I think most of that... I think most of their kills came from the fact they were close to Mutalika, so their melee attack got boosted up to obscene levels, but still, they were pretty good. But what I really want is more Chaos Spawn, and so we need that rank 3. So, and I think it's better to get the Bloody Lair first, because that's going to reduce our upkeep, increase campaign movement, all that kind of good stuff. Whereas if we get the Toxic Grounds, we probably won't do anything, really. So I'm going to hold off. Kalak has come to join us, which is good. The only problem, as I say, the problem with the Bray Herds is the fact that they don't tend to go to hidden encampment. They either raid or beast path, which means they're visible, which means because they follow you around, it's like back in vanilla WoW, World of Warcraft, when rogues used to summon a non-combat pet and it used to follow them around. And obviously some of the new players didn't realise it, so they could be stealth, but they would have a non-combat pet following them around, which you could see. So if they were fairly new, they didn't realise this, so you would see this non-combat pet just sort of hop around and you go, right, there's a rogue over there. That's kind of like having a Bray Herd. They just don't do stealth. Ugrock, hello. So, you got any teeth for us? Well, what, you want, no. Counter offer? No. How about, though, you give me some money? Less money? Give me that much money. I want that much money. You're going to give me 200. And a defensive alliance. Sure. I mean, pretty much everyone is going to declare war on me, so what the hell do I care? Right, into the heart of the dark. One of your brave shamans, one of some renown, wishes to leave the herd and make a journey to the heart of the dark. Do you wish to allow this pilgrimage? Allow his pilgrimage. The great headstone at the heart of the dark calls out. Who are we to stop the pull of that foul and powerful monolith? It's going to increase our chaos corruption, or forbid it. Although denied his opportunity, the shaman resolves to remain and draw the greater winds of magic across the bloodied ground. I mean, I've got lots of chaos corruption. Anyway, because I'm Morghur, I pretty much am chaos corruption. So I'm going to forbid it. I'm going to say no. Go to your room. Right, Malagor's been spotted, but we don't care about that. So I think we're in a pretty good place. We can hit Quinet. Yeah. I mean, its name won't matter in a minute because it'll be a burning ruin. Let's move Malagor up. It's always nice to have friends. Paravons there. That could be problematic, but we're going to be okay. I think it's safe to auto resolve this one. Yeah, that's fine. So we've got a bit of cash, and I mean, the growth would be nice. We've got a lot of money at the moment, so maybe we can start looking at spending some of it. But the growth then, having that boost of growth would be quite useful. So let's take the Raise and Defile. Let's take the growth. Morghur has got the Gift of Chaos. Gifts of Chaos are many and varied, each bestowing a twisted boon or warped blessing from the Ruinous Wand in return for the recipient's service. This is like a... So this is like a banner, basically. So that's going to give evasion and melee attack. I mean, that is really nice. Morghur, I think it's kind of wasted on you, buddy. So what I'm going to do is Bestial Rage, Banner of Rage, Magister, Flying Spy. I mean, I'm going to get rid of the Zealot. I'm going to get the Gift of Chaos. So I'm going to get that in there. Of course, we've got the Banner of Rage, which is what the Chaos Spawn currently have. Okay, we can give the Gift of Chaos to someone else. Maybe like the Herpies? I kind of feel like that last battle, that's kind of proven them to me. I'm now kind of feeling, okay, ladies. Let's see what you can do. So, Morghur. What do I want you to have? Should we finish off Freakish Mutations? I think we will. I think we're going to do that. 68 attack. Good. And Mutalica. You, Shadow Hide. No, I think we're just going to give you Deadly Blade. And Gauze and Roses. I might change his name. I think Gauze and Roses are maybe a better name for a unit rather than... What about Oxal Rose? Maybe? I mean, he's not an ox, though. That doesn't really make any sense, does it? Okay, let's go for Evasion, because then we can get Pit of Shades, which, of course, is my favourite spell ever. Morghur's got a skill point as well. Okay, so we can... Now, Devolve is quite nice. It does cost a lot of magic. Bray Scream is nice. Traitorkin. Yeah, okay. So maybe I just upgrade Bray Scream? Mind you, Devolve is nice. Let's go for a Devolve. It's a nice area of effect spell. I think I might go for Castle Cascon because, I mean, we've got Cascasson, because we do have Gallic here who's got a lot of fodder and a crapload of Chaos Spawn which we can just throw at the gate and just use them to barge their way through. I mean, if we burn out the Bray Herd doing it, who cares? They're free, right? So, Galak has moved up to join us. Alberic de Bordelot, the most boring of all the legendary lords. You want to declare war, sure. The prophetess foresees war, does she? I mean, she's not really much of a... What are you doing? Go away. Go on, shoo. Piss off. Now, I am quite close to the Wood Elves, and that is troubling, because Wood Elves are... Yeah, one of the reasons I'm not going to go through Athral Loren is because I choose life. I do not want... Particularly at the start of the campaign, the Wood Elves tend to start off very close together. They're all very buddy-buddy. They'll probably all declare war on me. I mean, I think I'm already at war with them. And they will all come to help each other out. Which is obviously bad. I don't think I'm at war. I think I'm at war with the Wood Elf faction, but not the minor factions. So we failed the mission to kill Karl Franz, but to be honest, that probably wasn't going to happen anyway. Could we, if we move up here? Okay, so Fey Enchantress is there. She does have some Grail Guardians, but the rest of her army isn't particularly. You know what? I'm quietly confident we could beat this. Maybe if I move Morghur down here. I mean, I'm fairly confident we could actually kill that army. So what I'm going to do is Morghur is going to start raiding by himself. He's bringing he's trying his best. Look at that, 64 gold, well, favour, whatever. He's bringing in, doing a little bit of raiding by himself. It's a little peasant family sitting down for a meal, and suddenly Morghur kicks in the door, runs in, grabs some plates, smashes to the ground, and just runs out the other. And that's his raiding. He's just by himself. He's just doing some fantastic stuff by himself, but everyone else is hidden nearby. So we're going to try and lure out the Fey Enchantress, because if we can kill her, then defeating the garrison should be fairly easy. And that's a delicious pinata full of delicious money pie. Which I want. So we're going to do that. And of course, Galak's moved up as well. I mean, maybe... well, I don't know. Fucking Galak. Okay. She's joined that. Are you now going to march on me? Or are you going to... Okay, so what... I'm going to go and siege the castle. Hopefully, my Bray Herd will come and join me. So we're starting to get to the point where I'm feeling a little bit more confident about taking on these fortificationed settlements, which is just as well, because as the campaign continues, obviously a lot of these settlements are going to be garrisoned with walls. So, oh, what was that? Don't know what that was. Alliance made, lethal etiquette, blood of Bretonia, non-aggression pact. I could always go back and check what that was, but I suspect it doesn't really matter. Okay. Okay, everyone. We all need to... Right. Okay. Just, you know, group meeting here. Okay, the plan is... Galak, are you listening? The plan is we're going to lay siege to Castle Carcassonne. You're going to come up and join me. And then we're going to take the city, okay? I will take you waving your axes like that as an affirmative. Again, that doesn't look great, does it? But it's fine. It's fine. I'm going to give the Herpies the gift of chaos. And I'm kind of hoping... I mean, it gives them evasion. So that's more movement speed and melee defense and melee attack. So they're now quite tanky. They don't have much armor, but they've got good melee defense. So my hope is... They've got good speed as well, 106. So my hope is they are going to be even more potent, be able to hunt down some of these ranged units. Now, I think I'm probably going to need some siege towers, because they will have a lot of archers, and trying to climb the walls last time was a bit of a pain in the bottom, wasn't it? I'd forgotten that Still Faith Overhaul makes the gates a lot more tanky, so yeah, needs towers. Although I think... Is they going to start taking damage? It run out of supplies in 2 turns. So that's actually not very long. Now, hopefully Galak has got the plan and he will move up and join us. Because otherwise, I expect that the Fey Enchantress will sally out and attack us. And that would be bad. So, fingers crossed that Galak isn't a complete bloody moron. Come on, Galak. Come on. You got this. Is he close enough? I mean, she might sally forth anyway. Uh-oh. That's okay, fine. They're just having a little peek out of the forest just to see what we're up to. I'm okay with that. Just stay there. Karak Ziflin. Okay. Sure. So, I don't think the Skull Smashers... I mean, are the Skull Smashers already at war with them? Oh yeah, they are. That doesn't really matter. I mean, I don't think it really helps the Skull Smashers to have a defensive alliance with us, because we're not going to be able to help them because we're moving away from them anyway. I just wanted the money, really. Does that make me a bad person? Yeah, who cares? Okay, so they haven't sallied out, and we got the Dark Moon. The Moon of Sublaya, or whatever. So we could go for Bestial Rage, Constant Replenishment, Almost Fights. I mean, we're about to do a battle, so melee defense is probably going to be important, although that is quite a nice one, because obviously upkeep, reduction. Upkeep increase would be painful. Horde growth. I think we're going to go for when one falls for the casualty replenishment rate. So we could attack now, but we'd only have 2 siege towers. I want 4. I think 4 is going to be... Or do I? No, I think we're going to continue... Wait. Galak, you friggin... Bloody useless you are. Well, we'd have to wait for Galak anyway, because... Bloody... Look, what was the plan, Galak? And what didn't you do? That's right, and we're... looking the wrong way. There we go. Better. Friggin... Oh, that's why grey herds are the worst. That's why I send them off to their death. You can... you're not... Okay, well just do that. Just do that. That's going to be okay. Hopefully Galak will move up. I'm surprised the Fey Enchantress didn't attack. Lord not moved. I don't care. Research available. Okay, good. Now we could get the Seed of Hate. Income from raiding upkeep. I mean, that's quite nice. It does only take 1 turn as well. It does cost 5,000, but we've got a lot of money. So I think now is probably the right time to do that. So let's get the Seed of Hate. Plant the seed and watch corruption blossom. Oh, that sounds lovely. Very nice. I mean, we could go for this. The thing is, I mean, leadership when fighting Wood Elves, I don't really care about. I mean, income from raising settlements is quite nice, and the horde growth as well. So, I mean, it's not all bad. But I think we'll go for the Seed of Hate first off. That's going to help our research rate. Although, to be honest, the research rate isn't too bad at the moment anyway. Because of the Hearthstone of Zinch. Right, Galak. Thank you. Bloody idiot. No, what did I say about staying in your forest, Wood Elf? Go away, Dodan. Dodan, go away. Shoot, go on. Go and hug some trees or whatever you're doing, that stupid magical forest of yours. Go and roll naked in a pile of leaves or something. Huh. Some of the Wood Elf factions are declared war on Karak Ziflin, the Empire, and Paravon. Okay, so we've got the Seed of Hate, so that's going to come in useful. And the Winds of Pains, that's more Winds of Magic, which again is going to be useful. Although we are fighting the Fey Enchantress. Ah, yes, so we're doing attrition damage. So, I mean, we could just hold off, but the longer we stay here, the longer I feel like Orion might get an idea in his horny little head and decide to come after us. So I think we're going to attack. It still doesn't look massively... Maybe I do want to wait. It's a bit boring waiting though, isn't it? Really? I mean... Who doesn't want to see... Six units of Chaos Spawn barrel through a gate and start murdering Bretonnian peasants? I mean, I know I do. And if they die from starvation, that's less for the Chaos Spawn to kill, so... I think we're going to fight this, but unfortunately we are running out of time, so I'm going to leave it there. So thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.